Hello everyone, it's me again, back with the Let's Talk No Jutsu Part 4. So, as you know, I kind of named these kind of sit down and talking episodes, and yeah, so we're back with the fourth one. And this time, I've got some topics to discuss and talk about. It's been a while since I made a video with any commentary, so yeah, bear with me. Uh, the initial and most pressing topic that I want to discuss is like the state of the channel, basically. In terms of content, it's never been better. I don't think the channel's flourishing with content. It's been kind of like revived and kind of done a lot of work up in the recent 3 months or 2 months. So I think it was May, yeah, 9th of May since when I started re-uploading, and since then every single day I've uploaded a video consistently. So that's quite, I think, an achievement for me. So I'm happy with that. But and at the start when I started uploading, it was a kind of low views, but that was to be expected since I hadn't uploaded for a while. Obviously, the algorithm was not going to be helping me out in any way. But as I started uploading more, like twice, 3 times, 4 times, and the views started stacking up. Like the channel started to gain views, like good views, and then yeah, it was doing real good, and then it started peaking in kind of June and end of June or mid June. The channel started kind of peaking. We were doing some crazy views. I did my most viewed like long format video, two of my most viewed long format videos, with one of them being from the Storm Connection story mode playthrough, and one of them being from the Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicle story mode playthrough. So those did great numbers, and I was quite happy. I was like, damn, these videos doing good. But that was during a drought period as well. The channel was like kind of suffering at that time. I don't know why. I felt like it's a shadow ban, but I still think it is. So at that time, like suddenly, it was around the time when the Kawaki DLC dropped in Storm Connection, and also the Xenoverse 2 DLC, and all these DLCs dropped at around that time, and all of a sudden the channel was doing very crappy views. Suddenly these like videos that should get good views, and Shinobi Striker before that was getting consistently over 100 views, and then suddenly it gets less than 100, then it's like starts dropping. More Demon Slayer videos also was hitting every time, and then they started missing massively, and I was like, what the hell is happening here? And it was around the time when the Demon Slayer season was going on as well, and I was like, there's no way this is happening right now. And also, which made no sense, those videos started doing crap views, and all the videos started doing crap views. Kurenai DLC, Storm Connection gameplay, ranked, everything. Like they did some of them in between would do okay views, but most of them were mediocre, like 10 views, 5 views in like 48 hours and whatever. It was just ridiculous, and so it just kept going like that, and it still is. Like the channel started recovering a little bit, and I started doing good views again, but again it was the same story again. And since then it's been like this. Don't know exactly the date when the Kawaki episode was, but yeah, it was whenever that was. After that, the videos have been doing trash, and obviously I came back. There was no an incentive in me coming back and re-uploading. I just felt like coming back and re-uploading. I was like, I want to up and go back to the channel, and I was building something nice here with the content library. I wanted to just add to that and finish off all the games that I had started. Don't want to leave them hanging. So I finished one of them, Demon Slayer, which I'm quite happy with. But obviously the finale and stuff didn't really get that many views, and but yeah, the views are kind of secondary, or were a secondary objective. It doesn't really matter primarily because obviously I started uploading when I wasn't getting any views anyway. So that wasn't really an incentive, but it is a nice it's a nice kind of nice to see thing to keep you going, because if you see, like, you go to the channel and then you see, oh damn, I'm getting these videos are blowing up, people are actually enjoying their content, they actually care about watching this, like, you're more likely to continue making videos, right? And even if you don't feel like making them. So let's say recently, in these last couple of days, and yeah, last couple of days mostly, I've been kind of falling off on the consistency. Like I've been uploading consistency, but I've been kind of struggling to stay consistent. I'm like, damn, I need to edit that thumbnail. I'll be editing the thumbnail like an hour or 2 hours before the video goes live. I'll be editing the description, tags, and everything like an hour or 2 hours before the video goes live. So it's before I had them planned out in a weeks in advance or weeks in advance. I'd have all the thumbnails, details, descriptions, tags, everything ready, titles. I just had them scheduled, and I wouldn't even have to look at the video before it released. So, but recently it's been like, oh shit, I'm kind of struggling to keep up with this pace of like everyday uploads. And you can probably notice that by the fact that I haven't been uploading any shorts recently, because I just can't be bothered. It's kind of becoming hectic. Shorts, on the other hand, to be honest, in terms of views, shorts are another story. Shorts have been doing good. They haven't really declined since the start. They always do good. Like, okay, yeah, some of them aren't doing like insane numbers, like thousands of views. Like I like my most popular show with like over 1 million views. That was like a one-hit wonder anyway. But these recent shorts, they've been doing good views. Like even my last one, the JJK one, that's got 400 odd views. So not bad, but not insane either. The Storm Connection got 1.2k, so that's good. But yeah, it's they kind of do hit and miss as well, but they do definitely more views than the normal videos. Only rarely would a short kind of flop. I've only had like one or two have that happen where they only got like 5 or 10 views, and I'm like, damn, what the hell happened with this one? But otherwise, they do decent views. But yeah, it's kind of a hard spot I'm in, because I'm kind of not feeling motivated, and then there's not any views coming in either, which kind of keeping me around. Like if there were views, I would be like, okay, people are still watching the content or they're enjoying, so I kind of need to keep going. The channel's kind of doing good at the moment. It'll be stupid for me to stop uploading. But if the channel's kind of doing trash, people aren't watching my content, and I don't think it's because people aren't watching. I think it's just YouTube isn't showing it to that many people. Because if I look into the kind of impressions, that gives you an impression of what's been kind of happening. Like if I go to a video from a couple of days ago, surely by now it should have some impressions. Like the let's say Madara versus Hashirama, that was what, a few days ago. That was on the 9th of July. The story mode, history mode gameplay, right? If I go into the analytics of this video has reached a total of 90 people. Only 90 people actually ever saw this on their feed. Like actually ever saw the thumbnail pop up. How the hell are they gonna obviously then am I expecting for it to click? Because there's no way, even if it reaches like 1 million people, 1 million people aren't gonna click on it. That's very rare. Your video is that enticing that a million out of 1 million people are gonna click on it, or 100 out of 100, 200 out of 200. That doesn't happen. Your video needs to get seen by thousands of people before it gets hundreds of views or even tens of views. So it is just like that. And if your video isn't reaching that many people, it's not gonna get that many views. If I go back a bit, let's go back into the golden days, like as I'm referring to them. If I go back to the golden days when the videos were doing decent views, before the Kawaki DLC, let's say, and I won't even take the most viewed video into consideration, because I'll say that's an anomaly. I'll go to, let's say, this Blue Flash greatest flag capture video I have from Shinobi Striker. That video got 134 views, and it reached 16,000 people. That's the scale we're talking about now. So 16.1k people saw the video pop up on this screen, and out of that 16.1k, only 134 people clicked on the video and actually watched it. So that's the kind of scale we're talking about. So if we take, that's an impressions click-through of 0.8%, and this might actually just be a trash example, but that's the kind of scales you're talking about. 16k impressions, and less than 1% of those are going to come through to your channel. And if I'm getting only 90 impressions, what do you think is going to happen to the video? A percent of 90 is 9.
Mission failed.
Yeah, we're on the same ballpark, so the impressions rate is about the same. Yeah, it's kind of a shitty situation, and I just realized I made a mistake with the maths. A percent of 90 is not 9. Before anyone corrects me, it's 0.9. But yeah, and the 99 is 10%. So yeah, without even the fact that that video actually got how many views did it get? The Hashon one, I think it got like 5 views. So it's actually done way better in terms of the impressions click through than the other video. Yeah, it got 5 views. So it did like 5 times better than that in terms of impressions to the click through rate. Yeah, 2.2%. So hey, fair on that then. But in terms of the actual impressions, imagine if the impressions were, let's say, 16.1k for this, the video would be doing great views. So, but yeah, that's just my little rant about the YouTube viewership over. Kind of annoying and disheartening as well, because if you see like the amount of effort, even though I haven't been putting that much effort as I used to put before, even this is like a set amount of time I'm putting into this content. I have to take time out of my schedule aside from playing the games, which is like the least amount of like the effort I have to put in. That's like, I'm just playing the games, I'm just enjoying it, I'll just record it, okay, no big deal. But then to go and actively open the editing software, put the video on the timeline, make any corrections, add any transitions, but then process the video, add it to YouTube, get a decent title for it, something interesting, creative, get a description for it, get the tags for it, all of this, and then put it onto the channel only for it to flop, and also make the thumbnail for it. All of these I make them myself. The thumbnails, all of the stuff, everything is done by me. So editing the thumbnails and putting effort into that. I sometimes edit multiple thumbnails, like 2 or 3, and then I get people to review them, and then which one's the best one, and then I choose the best one. So so yeah, that the amount of effort that goes into this is even though it's not as much as it used to be before in terms of video editing. Before the amount of effort I've reduced is only in terms of video editing. So in terms of video edits, I'm not making any cuts, putting funny sound effects or clips and all that stuff. I'm not doing any of that anymore. Putting my voice over it, talking while I'm playing, all that. That's the part that I've reduced effort in. But in terms of everything else, it's still the same, if not better than before. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at with this. So, to deal with this, I've got some new content I've got planned. That's the next topic I want to go to, and that is the gameplay you're probably seeing in the background right now of this video. And I'm hoping it's UFC 5 that you're seeing in the background. So I don't know if how many of you guys are actually into UFC. I don't know what my audience is. This is kind of like it could be a potentially different audience, but I'm sure there's going to be some overlap here. Some of my audience of anime, people who watch anime or interested in anime or these kind of games that I'm playing, will probably have some interest in UFC as well, or MMA and these kind of combat sports. So there might be some overlap, but I'm sure there's not a large amount of overlap there. Or maybe there is, who knows, I might be wrong. And maybe 100% of my audience is actually avid UFC watchers, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the content I want to get into now. I play UFC 5 regularly with my brother and so on, online as well. So I decided, you know what, I'll put some content out there on my channel as well and see how it does. And there's some content you're seeing in the background. It's probably some basic gameplay I recorded online or something. But I've got some good gameplay recorded as well. I did some creative ideas, me and my brother. We made some custom tournaments and events and fight cards about dream cards that we wanted to see and all that stuff. And I'll try and put that out. So probably next week, you're probably seeing this video on the Monday 15th of July. And this week, I mean, I'll try and put some other UFC content. I'll start feeding some content in, and probably flood my channel with a lot of UFC content to kind of get the algorithm using or suggesting my videos for that, because obviously I've never made any videos like this before on this game and content. So they're bound to do trash at the start, but I'm hoping it and that the channel starts doing good in these contents as well. And maybe this is something that could bring me back and kind of light the fire in me, and also light the fire in the channel with the views and stuff. So yeah, that's one of the things. The other thing is I've also just today bought the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Well, I was kind of gifted it actually. No, I didn't really buy it. And also Tekken 8. So these are two games I have received, and quite happy about that. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Unfortunately, I can't play the DLC immediately because I am still in the middle of my playthrough, and there's certain criterias. And this is my second playthrough, by the way. I've already finished the game before, and I started a new game, which I was in to try and platinum the game. And I'm in the middle of this playthrough, and I'm going to try and I'm thinking of doing some Elden Ring content as well. So that's the plan. I want to do some Road to the Shadow of the Erdtree content where I try to get the Shadow of the Erdtree content unlocked, and then actually start uploading the actual Shadow of the Erdtree content. So that's the plan. I've also got Xenoverse 2 DLC story mode recorded. It hasn't been uploaded. I've started putting some Xenoverse 2 up content onto the channel, so you probably noticed some parallel quest and a raid so far, but I haven't put any story mode DLC story mode stuff yet. But I'll start doing that as well. So that's the plan for Xenoverse 2. So there's also some, I'm starting going back into Miles Morales. I recorded the next part and another part, and I'll probably do some more on the Miles Morales as well and upload that onto the channel, which I'm looking forward to finishing on the channel as well, because I'm kind of a completionist, so I don't want to leave things half baked and just kind of just loose ends. So I want to finish those up, the games I started and kind of invested in quite a bit at the start. I don't want to just leave them as is. So I've completed Demon Slayer, happy with that. Hope I'll be completing Storm Connections and so on and so forth. The other thing is Sparking Zero. Boy, I've pre-ordered the game now. I've just seen enough, you know. I've seen too much actually, so they don't need to sell me on this game anymore. I was already sold on the day one, but you know, I kind of eventually snapped recently and I pre-ordered it. So I'm looking forward to receiving it hopefully 3 days early and making some early content. And yeah, I'm so excited for this game, man. This is gonna be so sick. This is the biggest thing since, I don't know, a long time. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I know it's not gonna disappoint, but yeah, I'm still hoping that it doesn't. There's still a little bit of fear, and you know, it does that you get your hands on it and you're just like, it just ain't it, you know. But I know it's not. That's not gonna be it. From all the videos I've seen, all the content creators, I know those guys would be really critical of the game if it wasn't what they've always dreamed of as the next Budokai Tenkaichi 4 or whatever that we were always hoping for. Yeah, this is that, I think, and it's gonna be amazing. The content gameplay they've shown that's been coming out, the YouTube is flooded with Sparking Zero content now. It is actually insane how much content for this game is on the YouTube. From having barely any content earlier this year to having so much content that you will be finding a new video every day, and it's like someone's gonna be like, new gameplay this, new gameplay that, new details added, updates, and blah blah blah. It's just crazy, and yeah, looking forward to this game a lot. The other one is Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Most of you guys probably already seen it. I posted about this as well on the channel, and yeah, new Bleach game coming, and that came out of such left field. I did not expect a new Bleach game. Like, Sparking Zero had everyone's attention, and now we got 2 anime games to look forward to, which is amazing. Like, there's no competition. I don't know why some people do this thing, and it's just not a good mindset really of comparing the things. Why can't we just be happy and enjoy everything, you know? Like, I've watched Bleach, I've watched Naruto, I've watched Dragon Ball Z. I haven't watched One Piece, but I know a lot of the story for it. So you know, we should just appreciate all these series, and these series are all good in their own way, and they've all been special to someone in their own way, you know. So we shouldn't be shitting on them or like kind of talking down on someone's favorite show, whatever it is, because you know, everyone holds something special, and yeah, Bleach is special. Like I've really appreciated the story, and it's been a good story. I've had my gripes with it. There's things I don't like, and well, you know, and but yeah, there's also things that I do like, and with that's the same with every story and every series. If you like something, there's gonna be some things you're gonna be critical of. Yeah, and but yeah, looking forward to the game. It looks some little shots and we've seen in the trailer. It looked amazing. The gameplay, graphics, gameplay we only saw a few seconds of, but it looked amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, it goes to the end of the Bleach anime, because here's my prediction with this. Because I think it might be they might do a two game thing with this. They do one game which takes this story all the way up to the end of Aizen and the final fight between him and Mugetsu, and then maybe even do DLC for Fullbringer arc, and then they do Thousand Year Blood War as another game on its own, because that has so much content. They can make a whole game on Thousand Year Blood War. So yeah, that's how I think they might do this. Either that, if they want to go all the way from Bleach start to end, be my guest. That's gonna be even more crazy. That's gonna be insane if they do that somehow. But that I'm just being a bit realistic. Even what I'm saying is expecting from this game, because I think what this is gonna be is to maybe the early part of the Iran arc, and then the rest is gonna be another game, and then another game after that. Because if you know Bleach games, Bleach has made games before on the PSP. Bleach Heat the Soul, I think they were called, and there's 7 games or 6 games, sorry, I think on there on the PSP. Each one building upon the previous in terms of the story and also character roster. So I think this game might be something similar. Hopefully, it's more akin to Sparking Zero, and it takes Heat the Souls from PSP as the baseline and builds upon that for in terms of what the content should be from expected from this game. But it's gonna be good either way. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. There's some other things I want to talk about, but I think this video is already getting pretty lengthy with 21 minutes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my ranting on and talking about different things. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Peace out.